News tonight, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike in heated confrontation with military officer over alleged land grabbing incident in Abuja. Another federal high court restrains People's Democratic Party from holding its national convention. NDLEA commences joint investigation with US and UK agencies to uncover those behind importation of 1,000 kilograms of intercepted cocaine. And on the foreign scene, a suicide attack outside court in Pakistan's capital kills 12 people. Good evening, this is News at 7 on Western Spring Television. I am Femi Ojo. There was a heated confrontation on Tuesday between the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, and an unidentified military officer over an alleged land-grabbing incident at the Kadua district in Abuja. A video of the altercation circulating online showed Wike accusing the officer of illegally taking possession of a parcel of land. The visibly angry minister questioned why the military was laying claim to the property simply because it was linked to a former chief of naval staff. The officer, dressed in the military camouflage, interrupted the minister, insisting that the accusation was lawful and that he had acted with integrity. Speaking with the officers, the minister demanded to see the approval granted to the owners of the land. However, the officer maintained that he was deployed to the site on official orders. Speaking to journalists later, Wike said he had contacted the chief of defense staff and the chief of naval staff, who assured him that the matter would be resolved.
The man took the Arab, we will not allow going with the chief of naval staff, and they begin to carry land.
Sir, everything was acquired legally.
Will you stop that? Will you stop that?
Sir, I'm an officer, I have integrity.
Shut up, your man, go to outside.
Not shut up.
Will you get out?
Sir, I won't shut up. Sir,
I was in school, you're not in school.
Sir, you can't shut me up.
Will you keep quiet? Give me a big food.
I'm not a fool. I'm not a fool,
You can shoot anybody like that.
Sir, I'm not a fool. I am not a fool, sir.
As for the time I graduated, you were in primary school.
I'm acting on orders.
For which order? And this year, you will see whether you will not be here.
Sir, you can't call me a fool. I'm an officer. I'm not a fool, sir.
You would have killed everybody here.
No, we won't kill anybody. We won't kill anybody. We are acting on orders.
Go and develop here, let me see you.
Regular officer, you want to come and
We are going to get out.
A federal high court in Abuja has restrained the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, from holding its national convention bill for Ibadan, Oyo State, between November 15 and 16. The court barred the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) from supervising, monitoring, or recognizing the outcome of the convention they've held. Justice Peter Lifu issued the order on Tuesday while delivering a ruling in an application filed by former Governor of Jigawa State, Sule Lamido. Lamido had sued the party for allegedly denying him the opportunity to buy the chairmanship nomination form to enable him participate in the convention. The order follows a similar ruling on October 31 when a federal high court in Abuja stopped the PDP from going ahead with the convention. The senator representing Cross River North, Jarigbe Agom Jarigbe, has officially left the People's Democratic Party (PDP) for the All Progressives Congress, the APC. The defection later was presented during Tuesday's plenary by Deputy Senate President Barau Jibrin, who presided over the session. Jarigbe's move raises the number of APC senators to 77. While reading Jarigbe's letter to members of the Right Chamber, the Deputy Senate President noted that Cross River senator left the PDP due to an ongoing crisis within the party. With Jarigbe's defection, all three senators representing Cross River State are now members of the ruling APC.
I write to formally notify you and the distinguished leadership of the Senate of my resignation from the People's Democratic Party, on whose platform I was elected to represent the good people of Cross River North Senatorial District. This decision has been taken after deep and thoughtful reflection on the current state of my former party. It is with profound regret that I cite the prevailing, deep-seated, and irreconcilable differences, as well as the persistent and deliberating factions within the party at both the national and state levels, as a primary reason of my departure. This internal crisis has created an untenable environment, fundamentally undermining the party's core principles of unity and purpose, and consequently, its ability to serve as a viable vehicle for the representation and advancement of the interests of my constituents. In the light of the foregoing, and in the best interest of my constituents and my continued pursuit of effective representation, I have decided to join the ranks of the All Progressive Congress APC.
And still staying with the National Assembly, protesters on Tuesday stormed the National Assembly, urging the Senate to expedite the confirmation of President Bola Tinubu's nominee for chairman of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, Abdullahi Ramat. The protesters, made up of Ramat's supporters, civil society organizations, and human rights activists, paraded around the parliamentary complex, chanting solidarity songs and holding placards with various inscriptions. Their protests came in response to last month's Senate decision to halt Ramat's confirmation even after he had been successfully screened by the Senate Committee on Power led by Senator Iyinaya Abaribe. Addressing journalists, the leader of the protests, Ahmed Suleiman, said they had petitioned both President Bola Tinubu and Senate President Godswill Akpabio, alleging that certain vested interests were attempting to block the appointment for political reasons. The group warned that allowing political interference to override merit would set a dangerous precedent where capable Nigerians are denied key national positions due to personal grudges and power struggles.
His public service record is distinguished by integrity, competence, and dedication to national development. He possesses the requisite academic and professional qualifications, as well as valuable experience to lead a strategic institution as critical as NAC, NERC, at this pivotal time in our country's energy journey. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, in recognition of Engineer Abdullahi's capability and alignment with the reforms under the Renewed Hope agenda, nominated him for the important position. Following his nomination, he appeared before the Senate Committee on Power, chaired by distinguished Senator Iyinaya Abaribe, where he was screened and strongly recommended for confirmation. It was therefore surprising and deeply unsettling that despite being listed on the Senate order paper for confirmation on the 22nd of October 2025, the process did not take place. We have since been informed that certain vested interests have mounted pressure to block his confirmation.
Tension gripped the House of Representatives on Tuesday as plenary was abruptly adjourned to Wednesday without consideration of a single item listed on the day's order paper. The order paper had contained 30 bills for first reading, 16 reports for consideration, 8 bills for second reading, and 6 motions slated for possible adoption. Proceedings commenced with the arrival of Speaker Tajudeen Abbas and other principal officers, after which the lawmakers went into a closed-door executive session that lasted for about an hour. Although no official explanation was provided, reports said the session centered on the expiration The one-week ultimatum issued to the Minister of Finance and other relevant agencies to clear outstanding debts owed to indigenous contractors. Upon resumption, the session became tense when Ifeanyi Uzokwe from Anambra repeatedly sought recognition to raise a point of order. His attempts were ignored by the Speaker, who instead proceeded to make announcements, including a notice of an emergency meeting of the Southwest Caucus. Moments later, the House Leader, Julius Nyobere, moved a motion for adjournment, which was adopted, bringing the session to a close. And here in Osun State, residents have been urged to continue to keep records of monthly allocations to local government in the state, despite the seizure of the funds by the federal government since February 2025. This was stated by the Executive Director inside Initiative for Community and Social Development, Jare Tiamiyu, who spoke at the launch of the second phase of the Osun Open Local Government Project and the unveiling of a WhatsApp chat box named Amoye. According to him, when the current crisis at the local government level is resolved, residents of the state should be able to monitor the utilization of the allocations when eventually released. Tiamiyu also disclosed that the Osun Open LG project was conceived to bridge the growing gap between citizens and local government authorities. While speaking, Senior Communications Officer at the non-governmental organization, Sadiq Yusuf, said the WhatsApp AI chatbox, Amoye, citizens can get verified answers about local government operations, public budgets, and available services. Insight Initiative for Community and Social Development says it will ensure it publishes regular reports, track budget performance, and sustain engagement with council chairman and every other stakeholder in a bid to make transparency a culture.
Is our digital innovation that we call Amoye, a WhatsApp AI chatbot built to make civic information instantly available to everyone in their comfort zones. With Amoye, citizens can simply send a message on WhatsApp and get verified answers about local government operations, public budgets, available services, among others. Amoye is designed to respond in real time to basic questions such as how much local government allocation this month, or where can I find the council headquarters. Other areas covered include basic rules of local government, locations of local focal primary healthcare centers, and budgeting. It links users to relevant reports to constructively engage those they put in the position of authority. The platform works in two ways. It incorporates local government authority into the project, as we want them to use the platform to inform and engage the public. So what I'm saying here is that this platform is not only for us.
Who do not know about local government areas in respective states, especially in Osun. That is why we are bringing a platform that can give you the opportunity to understand, to know what is going on in local government areas in Osun State. So if you look at Amoye, chat Amoye, just say hello to Amoye. It will bring something for you. If you chat the chatbot, just drop a message. Just say hello to Amoye. It will give you something. Once you do that, then you can ask Amoye any question you want to ask about Osun State local government areas. So if I may ask, if you type.
In the meantime, traders and business owners around local government offices in Osun State are lamenting low sales since the shutdown began. Some businesses have crashed while others have simply relocated. In this report, Lydia Adegbaju takes a look at the travails of the Secretariat's neighbors and the impact of the shutdown almost 10 months down the line.
mo ṣe kọ́wọ́ lọ́wọ́ tí mo kẹ́sẹ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀ ni mo sọ jà kò sí nǹkan ẹ̀yin kan tẹ́ bá wà àyíká wa báyìí àìrò bá ṣe ń jáde nínú local government àwọn èèyàn bá ṣe ń jáde ẹni tí ó ṣe photocopy ẹni tí ó raṣọ ẹni tí ó kú gan ẹni tí ó rìn nísìnyí gbogbo ẹ̀ ló dá pàrọ̀.
Such were the tales of traders with businesses around the local government secretariats, which have been under lock and key for almost 10 months now. The once bubbly local government secretariats, Olorunda at Igbono, in the capital city, or Shogbo local government secretariat at Okebale, as well as many others, have now become a quiet ground fit only for deep meditations, void of its customary activities of registry weddings, birth certificates registration, certificates of origins, and the likes. One would think it's just the local government staff and officials who would be affected, but the secretariat neighbors also seem to be sharing in the pains. It was a near tearful tale as Mr. Abdurrauf Adeleke recounted how his ₦1 million vehicle oil business has now been reduced to mere thousands in profits since the lockdown.
$1 million mo fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ oil tẹ́ bá láǹfààní àti lè wò mo lè fi yuan dáadáa ló so kétékété $1 million tó wá di 1,000 mọ́ mi lọ́wọ́ nígbà tó jò lọ bó ṣe yẹ kó lọ.
Mrs. Eniola Adekomi, a confectioner on her part, laments how she ends up taking her unsold snacks home to be shared amongst neighbors so they don't at least go to waste.
At least only ọjà tí bá ṣe mo ṣe ọjà bí 7,000 lójúmọ́ báyìí. Nísìn táwọn local government square ó yí ní ọjà tí mo kó lọlé at least mo ṣe ọjà bí 6,000 lánàá mo fi pa 2,500 ìyókù mo kó lọlé mo lọ pín fún àwọn ará ilé wa so èmi ò dé like máa ta ọjọ́ kejì because ó máa ń ba business jẹ́ so àtìgbà tí wọ́n ti wá ó ní iye tí mo èmi gan mo máa ń short but kéèyàn kan máa jókòó sílé mo dẹ̀ mọ iye tí wọ́n bá open báyìí mo mọ iye tí mo wọ́ tí mo máa pa lè dé ọjà mi ń ṣẹ́kù rárá àti rárá.
Right inside the premises of Olorunda Local Government Secretariat sits a kitchen and bar which used to cater to staff and visitors, but now the story is different. And for Mr. Pamilerin Fowowe, the bar attendant, his salary had to be cut down due to low turnout over the months.
Most of àwọn èèyàn tá jọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ wọ́n ti kúrò níbí báyìí. Oúnjẹ tá máa ń tà tó jẹ́ pé yes, bóyá bí ẹ̀mẹ́rin ẹ̀mẹ́ta a lè tà tó jẹ́ pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ la máa ń dànù. Àwọn tá kan mọ̀ tán máa wá ń jẹun àwọn ará ta. Àtàwọn honorable kọ̀ọ̀kan tán wà nínú local government kò séèyàn a rí ọjà tà rárá.
Our salary was reduced since when they shut down. So and our products we couldn't afford much our products. We are just buying like 2 products. We can't buy more than 4 products where is it large?
The story was not any different at Oshogbo Local Council Secretariat, which was locked as at the time of this visit. Neighbors like Mr. Yusuf Inyas, who deals in home appliances and electrical materials, laments on the slow business which has led fellow traders to close down.
Most of our people, so gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ṣe marriage níbẹ̀ náà wọ́n wá mọ́ gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n náà máa ṣe orí certificate of birthday àti àwọn tí wọ́n ṣe state origin gbogbo wọn tí wọ́n bá wá báyẹn wọ́n máa bá wá rajà.
10 months of little to no buying and selling means not enough money to go round. But what exactly does this lockdown mean for Osun State's economy? Dr. Yinka Andrews, an economy analyst, explains.
Because since they are not working, who will collect what they are supposed to collect? So it's to the advantage of these pop-up sellers that we are saying, because instead of them paying, they are not paying. They to look elsewhere now. You see, their relationship with the local government is not direct; it's indirect. It's because they are there, that's why they can say. If they are not there, they should move elsewhere. So that one is not the business of local government. But seriously speaking, it's affecting the people generally, because they are not functioning. Some people want to do wedding. Aside
businesses who are being affected, official responsibilities of the local government are also being neglected. Dr. Andrews highlighted how education, health, and agriculture, amongst other sectors, are left unattended to.
Local government is the most important arm of government. And I repeat, most important arm of governance, if I can carry it to that level. As of today, we now have development centers. The major purpose of local government is to look at the tripod stand that governance stands on, that will affect ordinary people on the street: health, education, and agriculture. That's the basic thing of the purpose of local government. Others may come along, but if you cannot take care of these 3, then there's no local government.
The clamor for the reopening of local government offices continue as residents hope that concerned stakeholders would come to an amicable resolution on the matter and business activities can resume and fast. From the capital city, Osogbo, Lydia Adegbaju, Western Spring Television News.
Moving on, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, on Tuesday officially confirmed the re-election of Anambra State Governor Chukwuma Soludo and his deputy Onyeka Chukwuibezim by presenting them with the certificate of return. The certificates were handed over in Awka by Kenneth Ikeago, INEC Supervising National Commissioner for Anambra State, 2 days after Soludo and Ibezim were declared the winners of the November 8 governorship election. Soludo, representing the All Progressives Grand Alliance, emerged victorious after receiving 422,664 votes, winning all 21 local government areas. During the certificate presentation, the INEC headquarters, Soludo and Ibezim were joined by their wives. In other news, Nigeria and the United Kingdom have reaffirmed their commitment to strengthening bilateral ties across multiple fronts following a high-level meeting between Minister of Foreign Affairs Yusuf Tuga and UK's Foreign Secretary Vert Cooper. A statement by Tuga spokesperson Al-Qasim Abdulkadir said the meeting was held at the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office in London on Monday. Focus areas of shared priorities included trade, investment, security, education, migration, and climate action. During the talks, Tuga and Cooper exchanged views on global and regional development, explored new areas of economic partnership, and discussed ongoing cooperation in defense and governance. They also acknowledged the vital role of people-to-people ties and the contributions of the Nigerian diaspora to strengthening the relationship. The meeting concluded with both sides pledging to maintain regular dialogue and follow up on agreed areas of cooperation. The statement noted that the visit was part of Nigeria's wider diplomatic outreach aimed at advancing mutual interest, promoting development, and reinforcing its long-standing partnerships on the global stage. The National Drug Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has commenced a joint investigation with the United States Drug Enforcement Administration and the United Kingdom National Crime Agency to uncover those behind the importation of 1,000 kilograms of cocaine intercepted at the PTML terminal of the Tinkan Island Port, Lagos. Stated by the NDLEA spokesperson Femi Babafemi said operators at the PTML terminal discovered the drug-laden consignment in an empty container and alerted port stakeholders, including the NDLEA and the Nigeria Customs Service, for a joint examination. He added that field tests conducted by NDLEA officers confirmed the substance to be cocaine, after which the shipment was taken into the agency's custody on Tuesday. Babafemi said the cocaine, valued at about 338 billion naira, represent the largest single seizure of the substance at the Tinkan port. Still to come, federal government bans production, sale, and distribution of alcoholic drinks packaged in sachets and small bottles. We'll bring you more on these when we return. Stay with us.